What is up, you guys? I'm back here with un video más, mi gente. And today I learned that Vietnam dropped. So that is pretty insane. I was not expecting to make another video like this after my Namibia one, but this just dropped a few hours ago, just randomly out of nowhere. And as you can see, the coverage seems to be pretty dense. I don't think everything's quite dropped yet, but uh, coverage in the south, coverage in the north, um, a lot of different car metas, which I really didn't start mapping yet, but I plan to. And yeah, I'm gonna get into some games, but I had some cool locations that me and uh, Riley found. So I will show these. And really interesting, they released Gen 3 that they took a while ago and Gen 4. Gen 4 for many different years, like 2024, 2022, stuff like that. So super cool round here. I thought that was sick. This one too. A lot of these I didn't find though, but cool locations. This one, this one here, the mountains are sick. What else we got? Oh yeah, this kind of little small road. And actually, this kind of reminds me. I was playing some games earlier with Riley, um, and a lot of the rounds like look like really weirdly like kind of like between like Philippines and Indonesia with like a hint of Rwanda, but maybe not. But like that's what we were thinking. So that was just really interesting to see. Oh, this is super cool with sugarcane and high up in the mountains. Kind of looks like the Chocolate Hills, but just a super cool location. Then we've got coastal Vietnam, cool trees and whatnot, and then yeah, just two more kind of similar ones. And then this was crazy. We have Gen 4 biker coverage, which is just ridiculous. I don't even know what's going on here, but that's sick. Anyways, let's get into it. I have a map for it, so let us see how it goes. Is the tab muted? It is. Perfect. Okay. Let us run it and see how it is. I feel like I've noticed quite a bit that the north and south both have kind of like flat, like, plateaus. Uh, but let's see if we can get a vibe for it. Arica's I've seen, or Areca, I don't know how to describe the palm. As you can see, a lot of the houses kind of look like Indonesian tiles. So maybe I'm not insane for that call. Okay, mountains west. That makes me want to think there's like I played like a few rounds of this by the way, so but I don't really know much. There are some weird hills I saw down here. Here. I'm not really sure though. I think I'm gonna go north. Wow, okay. Not even close. The center part of the country seems to be slightly less dense and super hard to get. This one kind of in the mountains with some corn. Gen 3, of course. I have noticed that the car looks like this quite a bit. This is sick though. Thatched roof. I do kind of want to go north with the hilly agricultural vibes. And that that's right there. But I'm not going to be getting a whole lot of these. This one, interesting. Oh, fire hat dripped out. Yeah, canals. I have noticed there being some canals like over here, here maybe even. But I really not quite quite sure. I'm gonna try it though. Okay. It is pretty far south. The south is like very flat agricultural and stuff, but it's still like I would say it's difficult. Another thing is that it seems like Vietnam has a lot of info. Not that we found here, but um okay, that one's a lot of the coverage is super close to China too, which is sick. Um but yeah. Um okay. There's definitely car meta involved, and yes, we all of us will be learning our Vietnamese car meta, as well as our Vietnamese provinces, as well as our Vietnamese area codes. So yeah, I don't know. What am I thinking about this? I would kind of vibe south. Um, Also, a lot of different like interesting infrastructure to meta to kind of discover here. There's a lot of like ladder pools I noticed. Either way, this feels kind of south to me, like pretty south, like here. I don't know. I'm actually the goat. Wait, I should have clicked on our road. That's sick. Okay. Um, 11K, nothing too crazy. Yeah, this is a cool map though. That's my high score on the map. So yeah. Well, I guess that's my first time playing the map. What am I saying? Anyways, new car here. I've seen this. And then are these like rubber tree plantations? Something like that. This one's a bit more difficult. I would say with the hills though, like maybe like kind of like a east southeast Hanoi with like slight hills. Um, but obviously then yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. Why am I even saying anything with confidence? The central part seems pretty difficult to read though. But rounds like these seem to like have a lot of info like on the bottom. Here they have like province names and stuff. And here's the ladder pull I was talking about. And this is definitely like, yeah, I feel like it's a lot more pinpointable than Thailand, just because of how the map looks and because of, it being in Latin script. But yeah, this round, I'm really not sure. I don't know. I'm gonna go Ho Chi Minh. I was thinking about going north. This is gonna be a really interesting country to learn. Probably gonna be combination of like car meta, vegetation. I think could definitely be very interesting. Architecture, um, telephone poles. H7. I wonder if these are like I wonder what that would mean. I'd have to look into that. But yeah, what else? I mean, this looks kind of hilly. Like I'll go north, but like who knows? Of course, it's not. Yeah, what do I know? Here, okay. Something Gia Hoi Tonake Kong Chong Huyen Van Chan Tinian. I'm butchering these. I'm just not even gonna try. But as you can see, the point is clear. Lots of info. Um, Yen Bai, I'm not sure it said that. Uh, Gen 3 once again. I do think. Oh, and these cool pools. There's like a trapezoid pole, and then this pole, which I've seen like once in ours, but like it's also in South Africa or something similar. I'm thinking of. But yeah, Gen 3, I've definitely seen a lot up north, and some like just smack dab in the center. That one I guess is kind of more north, but anyways, yeah, I'll play one more, but a lot of cool locations here. Definitely a denser country that'll be interesting to learn. Um, a lot of divided roads I also noticed too, or I think I've noticed. This one I have to go north, I fear, although it is this road. Once again in Gen 3, do I keep going north? I do think when it's like this hilly, this in the mountains, it's gotta be, right? It's gotta be. Okay, there we go. That is finally a good guess. We are just spamming Gen 3 here. I do feel like it looks a lot like the Philippines with the concrete road and then the like kind of fields and then like slight hills. Definitely reminds me of like Mindanao even. But yeah. I've also seen like this brick before, which I felt was an interesting style of architecture. This one I really just not sure. I would go up here again, but I have no idea. And once again, yeah, I mean, there's that kind of look like the other round. Maybe rice seasons. That would be a crazy meta. Rice seasons, just become the new Bangladesh. But let's see. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This is kind of more just to see a bunch of locations. So it looks like there's Gen 3 on the eastern coast here quite a bit. Maybe something I'm just noticing. This one, also not too sure, but I would vibe south. Could be coastal just somewhere, but let's send here. And it is pretty far south. It puts us at 8.5K. And yeah, that's about it for the video. I will be mapping this country as we all will be. But yeah, super cool locations. I actually think the island got coverage too, Phuoc, which is super cool. It looks a lot like Cambodia. Um, but yeah, so whole lot of coverage. Shout out to Google for this. And yeah, I'm gonna have fun learning this country, and who knows, maybe some more dirt metas, dust metas, fake metas. But yeah, that's about it. But let's see how we learn to region guess this country.